So apparently Christian took big offense to me saying the stunners were a very bad proto troop, and in his video yesterday,
Screw Jimmy says, I'm loving the Shockeneers.
he made it all about trying to disprove my opinion on why they are such a bad proto troop. Well, by the end of the video, the only real point he had in favor of the stunners was that they look really cool.
So not the Shockeneers, the Stunners. They look cool on this screen, not those guys. They look cool on this screen.
I just think that's kind of funny because even I said they look kind of cool. Well, you're kind of forcing my hand here, buddy. We're going to be doing all stunners today versus Imitation Game. This is the true test. If they're able to somehow get through this, we will say they're better than the Critter Engineer. Call me what you want, but we aren't going to give them the benefit of the doubt with Private Bullet here. You know why? Because I've defeated Imitation Game with only Private Bullet. So we're going to be bringing a very modest hero today, and that is Everspark Critter Spawn. I think it's a bit strong for what the test we're actually trying to hold here is, but I think this will be a good test. Usually I would bring like Second Wind or something, and we could get like a troop ending, because all it does is just keep bringing in the other troops that were dead. And I guess with Everspark here, you get a little bit of extra damage with her firing and her critter she spawns as well. 11 minutes left on her creator code. We cannot plug it back in yet, but if yours has expired, I would recommend plugging in code Cosmic. Really helps us out if you're going to buy instant training or spend some diamonds in Boom Beach. Gives us a small cut of it. Make sure you get a Boom Tubers in there if you are not going to use ours. I won't be too offended, maybe a little bit, but just make sure you get a code in there. It really helps boost up the community. But anyway, we are on stage 2, and not to help out this I'm gonna be trying to treat the stunners as I would any other attack strategy. And if you've seen my videos before, you know that sometimes entails not throwing any GBE down at all, because I use broken troops and I don't really need to. So let's treat this like it's a Scorcher strat and just completely leave them out to dry here. Maybe even sometimes forget to deploy the hero. How would you like that, stunners? You probably wouldn't even be able to take out stage 2. Alright, maybe you would, but out of complete boredom here, I'm actually going to help you out and realize that if we do have a chance on even taking out stage 6, it's going to take forever because they only do 1 damage. You got 4 per boat, so every 10 seconds one boat is producing, I think it's about 10 seconds they fire. Every 10 seconds they produce 4 total damage. Actually, I shouldn't say total damage because they can get that AoE effect. So what you get you get 2 buildings in there, it's at a total of 8 damage per boat. Wow. Alright, this math is really adding up here. Anyway, let's go ahead, deploy our stunners for this one. And just because I'm not sure how weak they are, we are going to get rid of that boom mine, and we're going to let them do their thing. Now, we also have the Super Warriors out for this weekend, so we could use that to the advantage of the stunner. You know, I kind of really want to, I like, a part of me wants me to lose this challenge, which I think we will, but also I want to prove that you know, maybe they're not so bad at the same time, because the whole argument was that Shockeneers were better than the stunners. I don't care if the stunners can beat Imitation Game, because Imitation Game, it's so, I don't want to say old at this point, but like, it's just half the time you're getting these very easy bases, and it's worth attacking it for the loot and the fun ideas like this one, because then it can boost up a very bad idea like using stunners and kind of make them feel good, but then you attack a player base whatsoever that is not completely given up, that is actually even 1% just trying to defend their base, and it completely backfires. Like, I don't know how Hammerman goes out and picks like the worst bases. I like, it's not even like that they're bad designs all the time, it's just really weak, like, and it's just outdated at this point on like a selection level. I guess that's more the point I'm going for. I'm not sure how long it was going on for, so sorry if it was a bit annoying, but I saw some static on the mic, if you even want to call it that. I get like a graph here on Audacity of what it is, and it kind of shows when sound's going in and all that, and there was definitely some graphics there that were not me making the noise, and it's usually a buzz or a hum or something like that. So forgive me for any technical difficulties. It's these stunners and their shock bombs creating this electromagnetic field that is just destroying my microphone. And it's like, come on, Christian, was this like a big elaborate scheme to get me to use all Shockeneers and just... I call them Shockeneers, they're stunners, and I just got really annoyed with myself that I said the wrong troop there. Moving on to the next one. At least I know I actually watched Christian's video for once yesterday, about a third of it, I should say. I skipped through quite a bit. He also made that mistake of calling him the Shockeneer and not the stunner at times. So it makes me feel a bit better that I'm not alone here, and it's not just me being stupid, although that might be a little bit of a factor. Anyway, I'm already suffering here. Stage 5, we're getting little damage out. The little damage we are getting out are the critters, and it took me till stage 5 to realize that Everspark might actually be a horrible hero to bring along with the stunners, because the stunner shock bombs also shock the critters, and that's kind of why I brought... Look at the Super Warriors, oh my gosh, they're going to town. But I brought Everspark because it wasn't Private Bullet, but it still gave you that, like, it still gave you those extra troops, the extra damage that could actually elevate a strat rather than hurt it. In this case, it actually might be bad, but the stunners deserve to be exposed. The funny part is, it's not even like groundbreaking experiments I'm doing here. Christian's just trying to be different, per usual. I'm sorry. Let's look at me throwing a shock bomb on where the stunners should be throwing their shocks. Oh man. I think we're gonna try the same approach as the last attack, and that's gonna be getting rid of the shock launchers and just dumping some Super Warriors around the HQ. This could go poorly because there are some boom cannons that would actually take out our Super Warriors there. So we went ahead, shocked the boom cannon, and now it's just the Super Warriors getting hit by mostly splash damage that they're able to heal up from themselves. A little bit late on the reinforcing shock, and now it is up to our stunners to get enough GBE. Well, are you kidding me? I think we are gonna beat Imitation Game. I am... Alright, maybe the stunners aren't that bad after all. Why did you have to come out with Super Warriors? Boom Beach. We have 2 attacks left for stage 7. Something that is absolutely overkill. Gosh, Christian, if you're watching this, I know you're probably on cloud 9 right here, but to my surprise, we actually have a shield generator, and that is going to be huge for this. Now, I'm going to try and take it out because I'm that type of guy. I will throw you this bone, Christian, and probably get it barded down here within the 2 attacks and give our troops a chance to take this out. We're going to start it off with a barrage, double artillery, and that leaves it at about half health. Now we are going to let our troops do their thing. So we're going to go ahead, get our stunners out, get some critters out, get some more critters out, because we know that our stunners are going to need it as they take a second to get grouped at the front there and start throwing out their stuns or their shocks, whatever you want to call them. But now it is time for the true test. Let's see if a Super Warrior is able to take out that shield generator on their own. There it is. That Doom Cannon turns and it is going to blast the Super Warrior. And I was talking smack about defending Hammerman and how the base selections are too outdated. I gotta say, this one is one of the better ones he's done for Stage 7, at least in recent memory, in past memory, you know, kind of around the beginnings of Hammerman Imitation Game. Why was I trying to throw a shock there? Anyway, we, that was probably 2, maybe even 3 HQ levels ago already, not quite sure. Time is a blur at this point, but... you know, I was lower level, so these bases, they're level 60, so I was closer to this level, and it makes it more difficult, you know, just over time you outscale them, and that's kind of the whole selection, it's kind of the whole point of being selection. But anyway, this base actually is quite difficult. We got the boosted ice, we got the actual good prototypes, a good base design, and a shield generator that is still up, unfortunately. But you know what that means. Our stunners took out a total of 3 buildings. I don't think we're gonna get much more beyond that. Maybe 4 extra damage here for the 3 stunners that are still up, but they are starting to drop like flies. And I got you going there for a second, Christian. You were like going into stage 7 with 2 attacks. Woo, we might actually do this. And Hammerman comes in clutch 1 time a year, and that is today, to prove the stunners are not worth it. Obviously, I'm kind of burying the stunners here. This is not how they're supposed to be used. This is just me being petty and saying, well, the ultimate test, if they don't work all together, what's the point of even having them? But then it's like, what's the point of even having medics as a troop? Because they don't do any damage either. No, these are support troops. They're supposed to be like, they're supposed to be protecting your heavies, your scorchers, your bombardiers, all them. Not your tanks, because I don't like tanks. But here we go. Let's give this base one last shot. We're going to take out that shield generator. We're going to get our stunners down. And now it is a race to if we can take this out. And the tough thing about this one, what is going on with the stunners? Why are they walking? I didn't flare them. I did not tell them to do this. Why? You still think they're good, Christian? Come on, be honest. Be honest. Look at where they're standing right now. You voted for them? You're telling me this is what you voted for? You know, I guess if they had warriors in front of them, it wouldn't be so bad, because then the defenses would be targeting warriors. But this was not. Okay. I really thought we were going to be able to take this out. Look at me, not. We're letting them out to die here, but we know they wouldn't have stood a chance anyway. Let's go ahead, go for this Doom Cannon, Boom Cannon, terrorizing our base. Terrorizing our stunners here, and then let's just go for it. Let's see if our super warriors can do it. You know, on the off chance they can, this would be huge, but there are too many boom cannons to worry about that. We got a box of critters down trying to distract the boom cannons. I don't think it's gonna work out. Let's get another. I missed that boom cannon somehow. Okay, we're not mad because we're kind of rooting for Hammerman in this situation. Oh my gosh, if we had another attack on this, I think we take that out. Now we don't get another attack, so my initial thesis on this is proven true, even though it was a bad thesis. But my goodness, if one thing has been proven today, other than that stunners are bad once again, the super warriors are really good. Anyway, hope it was worth betraying me, Christian. That's what you said it felt like. You were betraying me, and you were laughing while doing it. So, you claim these fellas? You claim these stunners? Yeah, I don't think so. I actually have faith in Christian. He's gonna reflect on this and be like, yeah, I think I was wrong in this situation. Jimmy was definitely right. Yeah, that's going to be it. Thanks for making it to the end. If you are new here, consider subscribing. We post daily Boom Beach content. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye-bye.